Welcome to Awesome Stadium, respected and feared by all opponents. This might be, per capita, the loudest place in college football. Very tough environment for any visitor. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the third-ranked team, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Horned Frogs will kick this away to get us going. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And he's tackled after the catch. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, two conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kirk. Always interesting to have these two leagues collide. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, in the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home-and-home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma in Norman, and then the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Oregon. Setting the tone early on offense. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Wasting no time, he's going to go deep on the first play. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
Touchdown, TCU. Number 11 with the grab and the score.
Extra point try coming now. And there's the point after.
The extra point is good.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Number 19 set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
It's now third down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And it's complete downfield. They finally go down, but it's a first down and much more. Great gain in the play.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks left and finds his target there. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. The Ducks offense is on the move now. That's a design quarterback keeper. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal was obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Seventh play of the drive coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. And the Ducks looking to run some tempo here.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Fighting off the defender. Did well to avoid a loss there, but it's no gain on the play. So a tough third and long on the 10th play of the drive. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He'll take a deep shot. He's got it right near the end zone. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, it's a blown opportunity here for this defense. They get the offense all the way to 4th down and long. They got to get pressure. They got to get this offense off the field. And
he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution. Reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
PAT puts them in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner will be brought down. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. And they keep it going here. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Looking for some space. It's Wade. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. The clock is running. Last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Handoff heading left. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. At the 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Texas Christian. Just ran away from the defense.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
He's past the marker, still on his feet. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 14.
The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Catch made on the right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
On the ground, it's Daniels. Fighting off the defender.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Stop right there at the line. No gain. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Quick throw to the right, looking for the first down. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds his man. It's Daniels. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And the point after is good.
That makes the score 41, TCU 14.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And the TCU offense takes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example the defense has. But still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Let's go.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Solid run. They'll bring it back at the 28-yard line. So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Can he make it to the marker? And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter and set something up downfield.
Important second down play coming up. He'll test the right side here. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. And the Horned Frogs will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Gonna run it. It's Wade. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. They'll run it to the right side. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Runs through the defender. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And there's the handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Tailback with another carry. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. First and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? They're going to run it. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And now they'll set up for the point after. And it's up and good.
The extra point is good.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Their last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. And the Ducks begin to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on first down. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on second down. He's running out of time here. It's pulled in, completion on a diving catch. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for a deep completion. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press in deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. And the returner is brought down. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The gain moves the ball to a 34. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Second down after that run on the previous play. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to begin the second half. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. He made a nice play in the backfield.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Back to throw. It's Connors. And it's complete with the shovel pass. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And he'll set up to throw. The pocket breaking down. And this is going to be a safety.
Wait a second. You're backed up inside your own 5-yard line, and you go with an empty set. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It backfires here. I think that's a questionable play call, and it costs you 2 points.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. There's the handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Same tailback, another carry. But a quick stop by the defense. He just used, so it's 3rd and 8.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time, or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. They'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. 3rd down now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Football comes out. The offense falls on the fumble and keeps possession. The Ducks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
And the Ducks take over 1st and 10.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Running out of time in the pocket.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Looking for a gap. It's Wade. Bites off a defender.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
A gain makes it second and medium. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. And now the handoff. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
And the running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the first down.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Running game is working. Let's stick with it on 1st down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive. Running the ball, throwing the football. Seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Brought down to the 27. It's a 1st down. This offense really threatening now.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 23, TCU 21.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground here. He shreds the tackle.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Looking for some space. It's Wade. Only gets a couple of yards there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, here we are now on 4th down, Chris. And at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. To throw, it's Connors. bringing pressure. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on down.
They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
They'll hand it off. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. The Ducks pick up enough for a first down. They'll run it here. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Hands off to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. An important third down attempt for this offense. Tailback takes the handoff again. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Perkins. Finding some room with the 25.
A really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line. But it's first and goal for the offense.
And now a timeout taken by the defense.